Hey friends, today we will discuss a very new topic under GST, which is e-invoicing. With effect from 1st April 2020, the notified class of persons shall issue invoice containing particulars given in Form GST ENV01 after obtaining IRN by uploading the said invoice on Common Portal. Any invoice issued by the notified class of person in the manner other than prescribed above shall not be treated as invoice under GST. The e-invoicing system being implemented consists of two parts: generation of invoice in standard format. It can be any software utility that generates invoice in SAP or Tally or Excel-based utility. Report of e-invoice to a central system. Invoice registration portal of GST will check from central registry of GST system to ensure that same invoice from same supplier pertaining to same financial year is not being uploaded again. On receipt of confirmation, it will generate a unique invoice reference number (IRN) and digitally sign the invoice and also generate a QR code. Invoice will be valid only if it has a ERN. The IRP will also send the signed invoice to the recipient of the document through email. Threshold requirement for invoicing applicability. First is the B2B. E-invoices is mandatory for a registered person whose aggregate turnover in a financial year exceeds 100 crore with effect from 1st April 2020. So any business who are doing in B2B business and having turnover more than 100 crore required to mandatorily follow invoicing. And in case of B2C, the limit is 500 crore. The invoice scheme also caters to the export invoice as well. Cancellation of invoice. Any cancellation to be done before 24 hours of generating IRN. Invoice can't be partially cancelled, it has to be fully cancelled. Hence, after 24 hours, invoice can be cancelled only by a way of issue of credit note. Benefits of implementing e-invoicing systems. First is the elimination of fake invoices. One-time reporting of B2B invoices, data by the supplier. It will reduce reporting in multiple formats, GST or one e-way bill. Invoicing can further use for creating e-way bills for providing only vehicle details. Substantial reduction in input credit verification issue. The same data will get reported to tax department as well to buyer. It will facilitate automatic preparation of GST return, Annexer 1, Annexer 2, new GST return. Complete trail of B2B invoices will be available, thereby reduce tax evasion. Invoices uploaded by suppliers for authentication will be automatically shared with buyer for reconciliation. The system will auto-match input credit liability with output tax. Invoices can be created for debit note, credit note, invoices, and other eligible documents. Now, come to the how you will implement invoicing into your business. Taxpayer must ensure to use the reconfigured ERP system as per people standard. He must coordinate with the software service provider to incorporate the standard set for invoicing, invoice schema standard, and must have the mandatory parameters at least. It should be capable of generating the JSON file for multiple invoices together. The taxpayer must therefore raise a normal invoice on the software. He must give all the necessary details like billing name and address, GST on supplier, transaction value, item rate, GST rate applicable, tax amount, etc. Upload the details of invoice, especially mandatory fields, into the ERP using the JSON file only. It can be done directly on GSP or through EFI. The IRP will act as the central register for invoicing and its authentication. There are several modes of interacting with IRP such as web-based, API-based, SMS-based, mobile app-based, and offline tool-based and GSP-based. IRP will validate the key details of the B2B invoices, check for any duplication, and generate an invoice reference number for reference. The hash could be generated by the taxpayer before it hands format of IRN or hash, seller GST and invoice number and financial in YYY, but then it becomes valid and effective only once registered on IRP. IRP generates the invoice number, digitally signs the invoice, and creates the QR code in output JSON for the supplier. On the other hand, the recipient of the supply will also get intimated on the e-invoice generation through email if provided in the invoice. Apple will send the authenticated payload to GST portal for GST returns. Additionally, details will be forwarded to the e-way bill portal if applicable. Annexer 1 of seller and Annexer 2 of the buyer gets auto-filled for the relevant tax period. In turn, it determines the tax liability. A taxpayer can continue to print his invoice as being done presently with logo. Invoicing system only mandates all taxpayer to report invoices on ERP in electronic format. Thus, here you can see the importance that the business required to configure their invoicing system to the new invoicing system. I hope this video will help you to understand the process of invoicing and also the importance of getting update yourself business system to the new invoicing era. Please provide your thoughts at our email ID taxacharya@gmail.com, and if you like, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.